We, the people, want to know, is this New York mayor the same person that they voted in? Or is he now just playing ball in politics to be able to get reelected next time and just continue to get paid? Now, he promised a lot of free things for New York, and the promises came with when he was asked about funding them. He didn't care how it was funded, just that it needed to be funded to make sure that New York was a safe, prosperous, clean city for the people to live in and work in. Now, everybody can agree that New York needs to be safer. New York needs to be cheaper. New York needs to be a lot cleaner and a lot better for the people to live in. But when he was campaigning, his political views and his ideas were seeming to be a lot different than what they are now. Now, the man that promised free everything is asking for money to be able to help pay for things. Some of the things that he said that he wanted to get paid, the governor of New York said that's not possible. There's no way that these programs are going to happen. When asked about that in interviews, like free buses, how are you going to accomplish this? And he's not sure how he's going to accomplish it, but the how is not important. The why is important. Why do New Yorkers need free buses? Because it's better for them. Are the buses cheap to start with? Yes. Can you get anywhere with them? Yes. Does it need to be free? No. Can that money be spent somewhere else and be better used? Absolutely. Homeless programs in New York, for example. Get the homeless people off the streets. Get them somewhere where they can get help, where they can get food, they can get shelter, they can get clean. That's money well spent, and that'll help clean up New York. And if you can get a homeless person into a place, get them clean, get them through a program, and get them working again, now you've got another productive member of society. But that's not the goal here. And then Mr. Mamdani went and had a meeting with President Trump in the Oval Office. After the meeting, President Trump and Mr. Mamdani sat down and took questions from the press. One of which was, is Mr. Mamdani still believing that President Trump is a fascist? When Mr. Mamdani went to answer this, President Trump spoke up over top of him, kind of like a father does with a young child, gave him permission to go ahead and answer the question. Daddy gave him permission to say yes. They both kind of laughed it off, but the symbolism is there. The mayor of New York needed permission from the President of the United States to answer a question. Now, when asked if they thought they could work together, President Trump said yes. Him and Mr. Mamdani have a lot of similar views. They both love New York. They both want it cleaned up. They both want it safer. They both want people to prosper better in New York, and a lot of their ideas seem to coincide on how to do it. Now, is this the same Mamdani that campaigned for New York's mayor with all the free promises, or is he now just going to be another politician that plays ball to get along in his political game? Time will tell, but I'd like to hear from some New Yorkers. What do you actually think about this? Now, another thing is, I've got a question for anybody and everybody out there. Is this the country that you voted for? Inflation is down. Prices are coming down. Jobs are booming everywhere. Is this what you voted for? ICE agents are rounding up all the illegal immigrants that they can through all the different states that they can to try to make the streets safer. The National Guard was sent out to certain cities to help make the streets safer. And people in those cities, for the majority of it, have agreed that it has worked. The cities are now safer. They can walk the streets at night, and they can feel safer in their cities. Prices of everything are starting to come down across the board. Gas prices in certain states are now under $2.50. I know here in South Carolina, $2.43 when I filled up gas the last time. Gallon of milk, 99 cents. They got signs everywhere for it. Everyday pricing, 99 cents. Bread, depending on where you're going, is $1.90 or $1.29, to 99 cents. Now that's your white bread, your little sandwich bread, not your sourdoughs or your brioches, but those are starting to come down too. Going into Walmart, cheese, which packages of cheese used to be $2.27, are now down to $1.97. Eggs are down to, depending on the size of the egg, $1.29 to $1.79. So prices of things are starting to come down. Wars have been put an end to. Families reunited, hostages released. The world is seeming to be a safer place. The country is seeming to be a more prosperous country. So is this what you voted for? Because it seems to me like a lot of the promises Donald Trump made to the American people are coming true. Now, it can't always be a day one, this wave of the magic wand is going to solve everything. But considering it's not even a year into his first, well, we're not even done with his first year, but things are starting to improve. So, is this what you voted for? Let me know in the comments. We'll see you guys next time. Be safe. Bye-bye.